Well, tonight's women's football show is in 45 minutes on BBC Two Scotland. But first, we join Jonathan Sutherland for tonight's Sports Scene.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Sportscene.
Oh, it's unbelievable! Unbelievable! It's a spectacular opening goal in the derby. And the shot is an absolute beauty! Chance, and he's back! Is this a bit of history? It is! And it's done! What a finish! And that is it, I would imagine.
Welcome to Sportscene, the Premiership playoff final. Falkirk and Kilmarnock duelling it out for a place in the top flight of Scottish football next season. Agonising drama for the clubs involved, great entertainment for the rest of us. Here with us tonight to review the first instalment, Pat Nevin and Tom English. Straight to the action, Kilmarnock floundering for form in the Premiership. In contrast, Falkirk on the crest of a wave after that thrilling semi-final victory over Hibs. But how would the first leg of the final turn out? Watching for us at the Falkirk Stadium, Craig Patterson and Liam McLeod.
Well, Peter Houston names the side that started against Hibs here, including late hero Bob McHugh, half of whom's goals this season have come after the 90-minute mark. So it's he and top scorer Baird up front. Leahy and Alston scored the others on Friday. Craig Sibbald celebrated his 21st birthday yesterday. A belated present is his 200th Falkirk appearance. Josh McGuinness misses out because of a hamstring injury in what will be a blow to Lee Clark, given he is the shot-shy team's top scorer. Jamie McDonald spent last season trying to get Falkirk up. Tonight, Kelly's player of the season will be doing his best to keep them in the championship. Lee Ashcroft is preferred to Conrad Ballatoni at the heart of the defence. The referee for tonight's first leg is 34-year-old John Beaton. It's his third visit here this season. Falkirk have drawn the other two against Hibernian and Raith Rovers. It doesn't feel as though the dust has truly settled on last Friday's sensational tussle here, which saw the Bairns condemn Hibernian, and now they are faced with just two more legs, two more nerve-shredding matches. Only one of these two clubs, these two old clubs, will be playing Premiership football next season. Craig Patterson watching alongside me in the rain in Falkirk. Difficult to predict this one.
Yep, I would have said so. Falkirk have had a really sound season. Kilmarnock up and down, but when Kelly play, they can be a match for anyone.
The Bairns fans think that had gone over the line. Kelly play on. It's Slater's ball. This is Obadiah. Couple waiting in the middle, clear by McCracken.
It's a really weak ball in from Topi Obadiah. You know, he had a bit of time there. If his first touch was better, he should have got a far better delivery into the box.
Gary Dicker was out there on the right helping out. As that ball comes in, Rogers got a touch onto it. Might have been an important one too. Here's Hodgson. It's a really bright start by the Premiership side. Danny Rogers immediately involved.
Well, that's the first real test for the Falkirk rearguard. Awkward ball for the goalkeeper, does well to get a touch. Chris Boyd keeps it alive, but Falkirk managed to scramble it clear. That's the awkward one. Rogers does well, he just managed to flick it beyond the far post. Chris Boyd is unlucky, could easily have found Greg Kilty there.
Falkirk barely touched the ball in the opening 7.5 minutes. Baird attacking Ashcroft. That's better. And that just might light a fire under Falkirk, because they're playing at the moment within themselves. And what a goal Luke Leahy scored in the second leg of the semi. A stunning effort. Very good first half as well, and he's on the overlap from Sibbald's ball. Had Lee Miller been on the pitch, he might have had a better chance of getting on the end of that. He's listed among the subs tonight.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that ball in. It's absolutely fizzed into a great area and nobody making up the ground at the back post.
He's a talented individual, is Luke Leahy. Jamie McDonald skippering Kilmarnock tonight. It's Gary Dicker. Through it goes. Chance here for Slater to run. Ambitious.
He had a lot of options there, but decided to pull the trigger. He's certainly capable from this kind of distance, but a lot of blue jerseys up in support there.
Spring showers on the border of Falkirk and Grangemouth. Ken's lost his footing there. Helped out by Slater, who pinches it back, but there's Craig Sibbald for Falkirk. Looking for McHugh. Might be able to ask a question of Ashcroft here, as the rain tumbles down. It's Alston. Gets it onto the right foot, and he forces a save out to Jamie McDonald. A comfortable one, but at least they've forced the Kilmarnock keeper into some work.
Well, it's better from Falkirk, you know, just getting into an area where they get a look at that Kilmarnock goal.
This is Craig Slater. Still they press. No way through as yet, though. As much possession as Kilmarnock have had, they haven't unduly threatened Danny Rodgers. Just that one ball in earlier on, which Boyd tried to steer home at the back post. This is Gary Dicker looking for Boyd, who's offside. Just the 6 goals for Chris Boyd this season. He's just off.
Yeah, it's good defending, Falkirk. Really good line. The linesman who's right in line gets that right just off.
It's been a regular feature for Lee Clark since he took over. Chris Boyd, very keen on trying to get him going. He almost single-handedly kept Kilmarnock up in the top flight 2 years ago, before he went back for a second spell at Rangers, a much less fruitful spell at Rangers. Here's Bob McHugh for the Bairns. Muirhead back to Kerr. Well, 2 were over it, and it almost fell to Craig Sibbald as a result. Sibbald goes down. Goal kick only.
The referee says slip. Mark O'Hara certainly kept on his feet. A decent ball in from Mark Kerr for the first time the Kilmarnock defenders don't deal with it. But when it comes to Sibbald, I think he's just trying to get there before O'Hara. Yeah, he goes down far too easily. Gets there before the defender, and then you can see him going down before there's any contact at all. Referee in good position. The referee spot on.
Cleared by O'Hara. And Badayi goes down and wins the free kick, to the displeasure of everyone of a Falkirk persuasion. It's one in the air by Ashcroft, but John Beaton didn't like what he was seeing in the box, and that evens the score. How often do you see it? A controversial decision goes one way from the very next set piece, it goes the other.
You Senate, you.
That's lovely play by Bob McHugh. Oh, spot there by McDonald, and Baird can't follow up.
Well, it comes at John Baird really quickly. Firstly, great play out wide by Bob McHugh. Cuts in, gets a look at goal, fires in the shot, comes off the keeper, and John Baird can't get over it. Wonderful play. Bob McHugh, John Baird, he should have scored.
Badayi. Lovely ball for McKenzie. Oh, Badayi looks in the mood tonight. Rory McKenzie pulled it back. And both Chris Boyd had moved into the penalty area, along with Craig Slater, who made a very good run up to support that attack. Kerr to Alston, who's taken it on nicely. Brilliant ball across as well.
Well defended, Miles Addison. That is a difficult ball to deal with. Blair Alston sticks it in that channel between defenders and goalkeeper, and and that's really good defending by the big centre-back.
And there's Josh McGuinness and Stephen Smith, both of whom out injured. Smith long-term injury, of course. Craig Sibbald. Ashcroft preventing a corner. Using the bonus ball as well, he's managed to find Kilty. There's been some better play from Falkirk in the last 10 minutes.
And it's not the Falkirk way. You know, they want to pass, they want Mark Kerr dictating things in midfield, but Peter Houston saw it wasn't working, he's changed it, and this looks far better.
More direct. Here's Sibbald. In from Leahy. This is McHugh. Sibbald. His former teammate McDonald snuffs it out.
Poor final ball there.
Hodson. Clark seen his side's stranglehold on this game diminish somewhat in recent times. The hosts are seeing more of it. And Jamie McDonald's come an awful long way.
Made his decision. Miles Addison could have dealt with it, left it, and McDonald just got there. Don't think the manager wants his goalkeeper out there.
O'Hara. O'Hara, what on earth was he doing there? He had the warning just before he gave the ball away that Craig Sibbald was nipping at his heels. And now it's John Baird. And now it's a Falkirk corner, all because of sloppy play from Mark O'Hara. Falkirk's second corner of the evening will be taken by Alston. Deep again, Baird's there, and now it's with McDonald. He's done some job, Peter Houston. Guided Falkirk to second place in the championship. They lost fewer games than the champions Rangers across the campaign. This is Obadiah up the other end. It's a lovely run from him as well. Keeps his feet. It's just too much on it for Chris Boyd.
I just wonder if he goes down there. You know, is the referee thinking penalty?
This is Dicker. Hodson. And the pressure will remain on Falkirk here to approach the break.
Obadiah run. Luke Leahy goes to the ground really early. Oh, I tell you, if he goes down there, I think that's a penalty. Leahy stretches nowhere near the ball, and he catches the breath.
Slater. Pinched off Dicker there by Alston. Mark Kerr gets it to McHugh. This is Volks. And out to Baird. It's good movement by Falkirk. It's great play there by Baird. Well, he saw the headlines and went himself.
Everything bar the finish. Moves it onto his stronger right foot, looks up, takes it all in, goes for the top corner, misses by a mile. Good play though, you know, when he gets out wide to create the space, final effort, way off.
What's he thinking?
Well, I think getting at half-time and reorganise, second best at the start of the game. They've kind of fought back now and possession's more or less equal between the sides, but I think as the home side, I think Peter would expect his team to play on the front foot for far more of the game.
Here's Greg Kilty. Hodson, there's no injury time, there is no time for the cross. And it's been a largely frustrating first half for Peter Houston and his Falkirk side. Kilmarnock beginning the brighter. Jamie McDonald did have to pull off a save, though, to deny Bob McHugh, and then on the rebound Baird knocked the ball over the bar. That was the best chance of a low-key first half when it finished Falkirk 0, Kilmarnock 0. No changes at half-time for either manager, despite a bit of a snooze fest. Falkirk have lost just one of their last 14. It was at home to Livingston at Easter time. They've been outside the top flight for 6 straight seasons now. And Hibs finished 11 points behind Rangers. Kilmarnock have been a top flight side since 1993, 23 straight seasons, the second longest stint in the club's history, and they will not want that to end anytime soon. Away by Addison. This time the ball wasn't allowed to bounce. Clear by Kilty. Obadiah gives chase, he's on his own here. Lots to do against Leahy. The ball was taken there by Luke Leahy. Well, John Beaton has brought it back.
Yeah, I thought Obadiah had given Luke Leahy too big a start. Again, Leahy goes to ground. We'll have to see how much contact is made there. I thought the referee was going to play on, and then a late whistle, and now it's a chance for Kelly.
Yeah, big chance. Addison and Ashcroft have joined the party, right in front of the Kilmarnock supporters. He's going to be whipped in here by Craig Slater. Capable of a deadly dead ball, and it comes away by Volks. Wilson got it partially clear. That's Obadiah. This is Chris Boyd, but he's offside. Took an eternity to come down as well anyway for Boyd.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pull the trigger earlier than that, but decided to wait for it, and it's like when the ball comes back in, he's trying to come out there, and he's certainly not offside.
He's on, isn't he?
Oh, he's off there maybe. Just the second flick caught him just 6 inches offside.
Just 2 wins in their last 14 for Kilmarnock. Just 1 loss in the last 14 for Falkirk. Equalises for guessing using the better form, but it's Obadiah! And almost turned into his own net by McCracken.
That's a lovely through ball for the on-rushing Obadiah. He does the right thing, get it in early. David McCracken, he has to defend that, and he's a lucky man. 1 foot goes over it, I think it comes off his knee and just nicks wide of the post.
But how often do you see them deflected into the net rather than the side net? There's Obadiah as a decoy there. That's Boyd! And Craig Sibbald very much in the right place at the right time.
Well, this is brilliant. It's a clever free kick, and Boyd does so well. I mean, he finds the top corner, but Craig Sibbald refused to move off that line. He held his position, and just as well for Falkirk. Great defending.
And it's Chris Boyd who's cursing Craig Sibbald.
Yeah, well, his finish was excellent. And the keeper beating all ends up. It's just brilliant defending, Craig Sibbald.
I wonder when Peter Houston will look at Lee Miller. Such a good option for Falkirk to have in reserve. There's Obadiah. Kilmarnock looking good the last few minutes. Wasn't the best of balls there by Obadiah. At least he wasn't attacked well enough.
No, well, to be fair to Greg Kilty, he got in off the left wing alongside Boyd, but the cross from Obadiah overhit.
Falkirk's points accumulation this season was just 5 off what took them up as champions the last time they were promoted ahead of St Mirren. Here come Kilmarnock though. It's Obadiah who's in, and it's a big chance gone for Kilmarnock.
Well, that's got to go down as a sitter. He's put clean through. He takes a poor touch. It actually gets him past the goalkeeper, and it's a really weak finish. Great timing, great pace. Now you need composure. There's the bad touch, but he's still got to hit the target.
Well, looked like he'd done the hard bit, Obadiah.
The chances don't come any better. That's one gone for Kelly.
There's O'Hara. Mackenzie. Got it from Slater. There's still plenty in the middle here as Hodgson takes over. He'll take the corner. This is a really good period of this game for Kilmarnock.
The thing is, when you're on top, you've got to hurt the opposition, and that means you've got to get one in the back of the net.
We saw Hibs begin the second half strongly in the first leg of the semi. They scored a couple, could have scored more and should have done. Here comes Rory McKenzie.
Good invention again from the corner kick. That was a clever one that led to the Boyd chance. Here it's short, back to McKenzie. He gets a lot of time to size it up. Should do better.
It comes from Volks. It is allowed to bounce this time. Here's Baird. Good little spell this for Falkirk. John Baird's done well. Wow. Jamie McDonald. What an opportunity that was for Falkirk. Well, Jamie McDonald gets out of jail.
It's not like him to make the mistake, but you've got to credit his defenders for staying on their toes.
Here's McHugh. Baird. Sibbald. He didn't fall for him. Falls instead for Rory McKenzie. Obadiah gives it away. Sibbald to Leahy. First time, Sibbald back to Leahy. This is promising for the Bairns. Hooked clear. It's Ashcroft who cleared it. Sibbald. Well passed.
Well, a good period for Falkirk there. Jamie McDonald doesn't make many mistakes. I think it's Lee Ashcroft that bails him out here. John Baird does really well. It's flicked in there. Yep, Ashcroft on his toes in a good position to clear. Great ball in from John Baird. But you'd expect Jamie McDonald to deal with that. Just not quite tall enough, and his defender does really well.
And a yellow card for Topi Obadiah. It's the first booking of the night.
The ball goes up there and he just jumps into Mark Kerr. It doesn't look like a great deal. I'm not sure it merits a booking, but it was maybe warned by the referee.
Well, they say the playoff system is weighted heavily in the Premiership side's favour. The same goes for the bookings because Volks, Taiwo and Muirhead are all a booking away from missing the second leg in Ayrshire. 2 bookings in the playoff system and you miss the next one. Kilmarnock don't have that problem, just the final to play for them as Falkirk launch an attack here. McHugh trying to get in the end of it. John Baird there too.
It wasn't the best ball into the box, but John Baird does quite well. Leahy's ball comes in there. Baird has a decent touch, has to pull the trigger quickly, can't hit target. But there's a high ball into the box. Miles Addison, he's got the arm up, but it's a wrestling match between the three, isn't it?
As we go into the final 20 minutes of the first leg of the playoff final, it's fair to say we're not going to be getting anywhere near the drama levels that we got here in the semi-final second leg. And here's Rory McKenzie. It's a brilliant ball in as well, and Rodgers commands his area, and he had to.
That's good goalkeeping. He sees it early, and it's a decent height, but you know, moves his feet well and makes a really good catch.
Swinging away from him to look lively.
I wonder if Peter Houston's thinking about Lee Miller around about this time. You know, go for it at home.
Here's Baird. Leahy. Closing the patch on the proof. We don't need Lee Miller on. It's a sore one. There was a slip. There's a yellow card coming out here for Mark Kerr. Looked like...
Well, he's actually slipped and he's gone clattering into Mark Kerr. Mark Kerr hasn't made the challenge. It's Mark O'Hara that stumped into him, and I don't know what the referee thought he saw, but from this viewpoint, that's just wrong.
Well, it's not going to be that costly for Mark Kerr unless he picks up a second yellow between now and full time, but that's a ludicrous decision.
Yeah, but it could, it could cost you. And as I say, I'm not sure where the referee was, whether any of his assistants could help out, but that is just a rank decision.
Rory McKenzie's got loads of time to think about what he's going to do. He's ended up giving it back to the Bairns, who in turn give it back to him. McKenzie's ball in. Obadiah looking to meet it and headed behind by Muirhead, who was taking no chances.
That's the advantage of Obadiah getting himself in off the wing. It makes the defender work and facing his own goal. One option, just get it behind for the corner kick.
This latest one will be taken by Craig Slater. Well, there's a huge shout for a handball there. Kilmarnock supporters and players in unison. It's well worked back out to the left flank here for Slater, just taken that corner. Back in it comes. Boyd! Well, there was Danny Rogers.
Well, you'd have backed Chris Boyd 10 times out of 10, wouldn't you? It's a lovely ball to the back post. He drifts off the defenders and he goes for power and knocks it straight at the keeper. Yeah, well, here's the shout for handball and it comes in.
Greg Kilty. Mark O'Hara. There's plenty of time in the Falkirk half. In the second half, that's Boyd! What a save! Obadiah's there! But he would have been offside anyway. Well, Danny Rogers saves from Boyd.
Yeah, it's a great ball in, fizzed in, and Chris Boyd, yeah, he's just offside. Wonderful ball, plenty of pace on it, good header and a great save.
It's been a long, old season. There'll be one last effort for these two on Sunday. Nothing between them on the night here in the first leg. Not yet. Sybil to Volks. Well, took a deflection there and Jamie McDonald wasn't sure.
I think he does the right thing, the goalkeeper. Just make sure you get it wide.
Nervy times for Kelly here as Volks bowls it in. Again it bounces and McHugh. He's done that before.
The best defenders about Falkirk. Don't allow anybody to get a header on that, and it'll take something special to hit the net from there, but the form that Bob McHugh is in, you wouldn't be surprised.
There's no flag here. It's McKenzie for Chris Boyd. Another chance.
I'm just surprised he doesn't hit the target. Rory McKenzie holds it up, sets it up for him. It's in between his feet, but you'd expect him to work the goalkeeper for there. Has to generate a lot of power. It just cuts across it.
And there's a chance here for Falkirk to swing it into the danger area, into the only minute of stoppage time.
It gives Falkirk a chance to put one last ball into the box.
No biter here, Sibbald, back to Volks, oh it's gone in! We've done it again! Somersaults from Will Volks! Falkirk have scored in stoppage time once more!
That's absolutely incredible. They keep producing the goods. Kilmarnock switch off. It's a clever, quick free kick. And Will Volk's effort, I think it goes through a ruck of players, may have gone right through Jamie McDonald, but Craig Sybil, far too easy to get the ball there. Good cutback. Volks hits the target, and it's in the back of the net. And what a time to score again for Falkirk.
They've just got that knack, don't they? Will Volks scores his 8th goal of the season and it could go a long, long way to hoisting the Bairns back to the big time. The Bairns draw the first blood of the playoff final in the very last seconds of the first leg. A massive moment from Will Vaulks. They'll do it again in Ayrshire on Sunday, but Falkirk will go there with something to defend. Chris Boyd will go home tonight with plenty to think about. He had a host of chances, didn't take them. Will Vaulks snapped up his, and it's advantage to the championship side. They'll do it all again at Rugby Park at the weekend. It finished Falkirk 1, Kilmarnock 0. Vaulks is the hero this time.
So a fantastic victory for Falkirk on the night. After the match, both managers spoke to our senior football reporter, Chris McLaughlin.
I felt probably fortunate to win 1-0 tonight. I thought Kelly were good in spells. Right from the start, where we wanted to put them under pressure, I felt the opposite happened, unlike the Hibs game last Friday night. So they got a foot in the game. But even that, saying that, our players worked very, very hard. They showed great character to keep going.
Lee, what's the main emotion after that?
Frustration, certainly with the absolutely awful goal we've given away. In the game we didn't deserve to lose. Even we probably were the team that was going to go on and win it. We're a goal behind in a two-legged tie, so we've got it all to do at home, but we can do it.
Did you switch off just a little bit at the end?
Absolutely did we switch off. It's an absolute dreadful goal, and we switched off in more areas. From the goalkeeper's kick, we weren't in a good shape. We give a cheap foul away, and then from the free kick, it was just absolute dreadful play all round, you know, that gives them the goal.
There was almost a bit of lack of quality, and the lack of quality came from, I think, nervousness, you know, and that's what can happen in big football matches like this, because there's so much at stake. For Kilmarnock, who don't want to be relegated, and us for wanting to get there, but we've got a lot to do, and we know come Sunday that we can be better organised, but we have to pass the ball better. We don't need to chase the game, which is a big bonus for us, but we look forward to it, and hopefully the guys can settle themselves down a wee bit.
Penalty shout perhaps that wasn't given?
Well, it's a foul, but because my player hasn't gone down, it hasn't been given. I'll never advocate my players diving or falling over unnecessarily, but it seems to me by that decision that's what we've got to do to get them, but I'll still not do it. I think that's the way I've been brought up. It's up to the powers that be that change their ways.
And so advantage Falkirk. Tom English, deserved advantage?
I think they got a bit lucky tonight, to be honest. I think Kilmarnock were pretty decent in the match, made a number of chances, but the resilience of Falkirk is incredible. It's almost corny now. It's the 10th time this season they've scored a goal beyond the 90th minute.
Absolutely. Let's be honest, Pat, it wasn't thrill a minute in the first half. It was pretty poor fare, to be honest.
Yeah.
Why was that? Simply a case of nerves?
Well, Peter Houston actually mentioned it himself. He thought there was certainly nervousness there as well. Also, when you get sort of hammering down rain on that surface, it makes it tough. I'm trying to make some excuses for the lads, but right at the start, you know, having shots like that, which you're thinking, no, you wouldn't do that. You're better than that. Bad touches when you're in a half-decent position there and losing it, you see the rain hammering down. But it's simple passing, you know, when that sort of thing was happening consistently all the way through that first half. Get the ball. When you've got time, you're a professional footballer, don't pass it out the park.
It was a hard watch, wasn't it?
And it was tough.
Yeah, a lot of anxiety. I mean, you know, they were charging on mad dogs in a meat house. With the anxiety, the pressure on them. I mean, it's high-stakes stuff, this.
And even good players like Kerr, you know, giving it away there. However, right at the end of the half, first real bit of class for me.
Glimmer.
And it's a player going past another player and getting the other side, which is hard to do in that surface. And that's what gave us the hope for the second half, that maybe we'll see something better. And I have to say, I thought it was a hell of a lot better in the second half, but the first half was forgettable.
Absolutely. John Baird there with that bit of quality towards the end. We have to talk about the two sort of mouth-watering penalty incidents, Tom. Well, there's been so much debate about them since they happened. Let's have a look at the first one. It was Falkirk with a chance, obviously. Craig Sibble goes down in the box under challenge from Mark O'Hara. Not a lot in it initially, you think?
Not a lot in it at all, in my opinion. I mean, there's a hand on his shoulder, but I mean that's not a penalty.
Well, keep your eye on the hand and the shoulder, right? Referee's in great position. Well done, referee, in this occasion. But this angle, had he seen it from that angle, you wonder. Now, to be honest, I'm not shouting for a penalty kick there. Because he's, Tom, you actually also said earlier on to me, he's on his way down anyway.
On his way down.
However,
this one is a really interesting one. I think the player is right. Obadiah is right to stay on his feet. I think the referee is wrong not to give a penalty.
Pat?
If he goes down, he will get a penalty. And I have to, first of all, love to applaud Lee Clark for his words there. They were brilliant. You know, really morally correct, saying, I'm not going to ask my players to go down, even though had he gone down, they'd got a penalty kick, because there was contact, and if there's contact in the box, the other question, and I know you're going to ask me it, should it have been brought back and the advantage shouldn't have been played? Yeah. There's a good argument for that, but it's a tough call for the referee.
It's a classic example of why players dive, isn't it, Tom? Because they need to convince the ref.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not encouraging a player to have a bit of integrity like he did there. I mean, the players now are going to look at that and he's going to be ridiculed for not diving, not making a meal of it.
We have to move on. Amidst all chances for Falkirk, John Baird, 19 goals this season. Tom, he was a menace to Kilmarnock tonight. Yeah,
well, he's a good player, Baird. You know, he scored a lot of goals. He's, I mean, you know, there you go. I mean, that's a tough one. He's coming in at speed there. The ball is jumping up at him high. That's a tough chance. But they were living off scraps really for a long time. Falkirk, they were second best. You can't fault him for not scoring.
Good tenacity here, and almost a chance.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he is a fighter. He's a handful. Falkirk attacked down the Kilmarnock at their right back position a lot in the first half, and they got a little bit of joy out of it. But it's, I think Kilmarnock defended well, apart from the nightmare at the end. For a team that haven't been defending well, they did their stuff tonight, but switched off.
Another striker, Chris Boyd. Pat, usual mantra is, if you give Chris Boyd chances, he will score. He came close.
He did. I think he played quite well, particularly in the second half. But this one, I think this was worked one. Well done for Kilmarnock organising it to make sure that they got into those sort of positions. But have a look at this. When he turns, before he shoots, Sibbald on the line there. Yeah. You shouldn't be there. You actually should be out in a line with your defenders. You're at fault here.
So he's not a hero?
Until. And he puts it in it. Oh, what a save on the line. So technically you're shouting, I'm going, get out, get on the line.
It's like Billy's boots there, isn't it? His magic boots are telling him, don't get out on the line. Keep where you are.
You know, and the thing is, if it goes to one of the Kilmarnock players in there, he's played everybody on and he's at fault. And I have to say, I'm delighted for him, because I think Sibbald's a fabulous player.
More of him later. But Boyd again, a second chance, and you're thinking you bet your house on him.
Yeah, I think Boyd played well. He was unlucky there. Could he have knocked it across goal? I think he's perfectly entitled to have a go at that. Keeper's done really, really well. Boyd has scored 2 goals from play this season. So that's a kind of a header of a guy who's not used to scoring.
Do you know if you're going to be ultra harsh, you head it down in the ground. And if you head it down the ground, the keeper probably won't get that.
The great enigma of the Kilmarnock team, Topi Obadiah. We saw the good and the not so good, Tom.
Yeah. Listen, he was full of running tonight. He got on the ball a lot. This is a cross. I think a bit of air on that. They could have got a bit of joy. He slides it along the deck. A bit of air.
He's got a lot of attributes.
It's good defending. You know, if you look at Obadiah, look at the defending. The defending is really slick. It's sharp. It's hungry. That's what you want. And here we go. This is his moment in the sun. Only it isn't. 2 poor touches. Again, this guy's got 3 goals in 34 matches, and that is the act of a player that's not used to scoring. It was a great chance.
I was going to actually make the excuse for him that, you know, again, the surface is sometimes hard to... He's used to it. He plays at Kilmarnock, you know, so that the kind of isn't really there. And maybe that's what he's got. He's got power, he's got strength, he's got a decent amount of skill a lot of time, but you know what? That touch in extreme situations that you need for a striker, he's not at the top level for that, and that's why he's playing with Kilmarnock just now.
And then, Pat, classic Falkirk right at the death. But as Lee Clark mentioned there in the post-match interviews, it's shocking defending.
Well, if you look at Sibbald's he's in the box there, right? But the amount of time that he's left there, now, there's 2 players, O'Hara and Slater, now, first of all, underline, they're young, 20, 22. But somebody has to go and get them there in the box. But look at the amount of time. So we play it on, and if you look at it, right, somebody, mark him now. Now, surely somebody's got him now. Now, surely, what? You've left them that amount of time in the box there. Now, OK, that's a bad mistake, and Lee Clark said it himself there. That's a mad amount of time he gets there. But again, Sibbald, he's got the wherewithal and the knowledge and the vision to know not to thump the ball in a big panic, go and pick out a... He's given the eyes and everything there.
Yeah.
That's a great pass, that.
Sibbald, he seems to have been around for years, Tom, but, you know, he's such an important player, and this is such an important moment for Falkirk.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's been terrific. He's 21 yesterday, 200 appearances, knocks one off the line, sets up the winner there. He's been a very, very good player.
I mean, we should actually talk about the scorer as well. Apart from the fact that Volks...
That's just showing off, isn't it?
That's
Do you know
impressive. That's impressive.
9.9. Oh, sorry, it's a 5.9. It's out of 6, isn't it? He's nailed that there. And
they're incredible. Falkirk incredible. They're like one of these B movies that you watch at 2 o'clock in the morning when the creature's thrown into the lagoon and you think, right, that's him, he's finished now, and then the hand comes up. They're never quite dead, this
And the
team.
thing is, that then has an effect on other teams that play against them now, because you're actually thinking, right, we're 1-up or it's 0-0. You think you're probably going to lose a goal, so you get nervous against them.
Yeah, that's right.
That really works for them psychology. It's really good psychology for them.
Yeah, I think Will Volk certainly deserved the celebration there. The question now has to be, Tom, can Kilmarnock actually bounce back from this?
I think they'll be encouraged when they look at it again. They'll be encouraged that they created a number of chances. Now, Falkirk have incredible resilience. They're a doughty side. But they do concede goals, and Kilmarnock will have to take comfort from that. Tonight they got away with it. In previous games they've conceded lots of goals, but they're good enough to get themselves out of a hole when they're in it. It's strong advantage for Falkirk now.
Absolutely. Pat, I mean, I suppose one fear that Falkirk fans might have is just the sheer number of games that they've had to play. Obviously the high against Hibernian, but that will have taken out energy from this side as well, as will tonight.
Oddly, this is one of the few times this season I think Falkirk have been in the position to be favourites. You know, all the time they've been coming from behind, no pressure on your lads, no expectation on your lads. Just keep on doing what you're doing. They've lost so few games, is it 4 in the league this season?
Yeah.
You know, so an absolutely phenomenal run. Do you know what? Even before tonight, before they're a goal up, a lot of people are saying, do you know what? We think you're favourites. Can they handle that side of it? I think they're capable of doing it. And most importantly, they've got a manager who knows how to do it as well.
What they have, I mean, they're obviously a very physically fit team because they're scoring all these goals late. As I said earlier, 10 goals beyond the 90th minute this season, 20 goals in the last 11 minutes of games this season. So physically fit, but mentally fit. I mean, you have to be mentally fit to keep going into 92, 93, 94, 95 minutes. Absolutely. And they've done it game after game.
There is another thing you put on top of that, and it's not just... the mental fitness is one thing, the strength of character, the belief that you get from that. But as I was saying, Peter Houston adapts the tactics time and time again. Just little tweaks, little changes near the end, sometimes going one touch into the box and it works for them as well. The long throws are fantastic as well for them. So he changes it every now and again, just at the right times, so it's not luck. You think it's luck, it's not luck. He knows what he's doing because his adaptations have been good.
Pat, Tom, thank you very much indeed. Falkirk certainly with the advantage, but which side will be playing Premiership football next season? We'll find out on Sunday. Join us for highlights of the second leg at 11 o'clock on BBC One. And before that, the small matter of the Scottish Cup final. Sportscene with the whole match live on BBC One from 1 o'clock and highlights at 10:25. A huge weekend of action as this season draws to a dramatic conclusion. Whether you're a Falkirk fan, a Kilmarnock fan, a Hibs fan, a Rangers fan, or none of the above, it's going to be great. Until Saturday, from all of us, good night.